It's an interesting story because I studied industrial design and then did the master's in architecture. I started the office 30 years ago, and I really started the office because I never got a job from an architectural firm because nobody understood really what an industrial designer did. And obviously with time, I started doing furniture, then I started doing interiors, and eventually started doing architecture. And parallel to this story, Christina joined the office almost 6 years ago.
I'm an architect. I started with Ezequiel with the first architectural projects, and I think his vision and also my vision as an architect and his as an industrial designer slash architect really improved the projects and made an integrated architectural project. So maybe, our projects nowadays are really include different types of professions. So that makes it maybe unique
And very rich,
or
no, for
rich.
the studio.
Exactly, does has an added value to the project.
I think it's we try to run all the projects since the beginning, doing all the scales of design in the same project. So at the same time that we're designing the house, we're doing the interiors, and we're integrating the furniture or the millwork that will integrate the furniture. So I think the whole concept of the house or a hotel or a yacht, as you were saying, has this integration since the beginning of the project. So the attention of the detail is very well thought since day one. No, I would say.
Yeah, you need to work on different scales, like to be sure, like your concept needs to be applied in all the scales of a project. So that's why during the process of the design process, at first we do kick-off meetings with the whole team, different types of professionals. So we're thinking about different types of scales and also what can everyone
See, everybody can bring to the
can bring
table,
to the
no?
table.
Yeah.
Exactly. So during the architectural process, also we at the beginning we also, I mean, the first idea or the first concepts come from the site. You know, you need to understand the site and the client. So as any architectural project, we start there. And the client becomes a designer with us also during the process because we include him or her a lot during the 2 years or 1 year that's going to be the project.
There's a lot of similarity in between LA and Mexico, I think, because of the weather, the climate, and the way of living, no? You would say. And I think that the type of projects that we do now, we try to design everything around being. It's hard to describe your own work, but how would you describe the work that we do? It's very, how would you say it? It's atemporal, but it's like timeless. I mean, we try to do something that it doesn't. No, I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not a stage. Even in interior designs, you can fall into that. And we try to do things that are like give a peaceful environment to the client because it is mostly residential and use natural materials, integrate the interior with the exterior. I think those are like elements that we always incorporate in our designs. It doesn't matter if it's Mexico, New York, LA. It helps that LA has a good climate like in Mexico. But I think those types of concepts, we integrate them in each design, and it makes it like an integrated architecture. We also use artisanal processes here in Mexico because that is what we have and what we can achieve versus working in US all the time where you have other type of technologies. So that also influences our designs because we do try to incorporate in furniture and architecture and product design uh, craftsmanship that you can find in Mexico and also in other countries. No, in Italy with the boats, you use the technologies you have there. But I think that makes it also unique because you can find like you can do a table that is handmade and it has a beauty to it because it's not perfect. And also in architecture, you can use construction methods or materials that are crafted, or are hand like placed. So it gives it another essence.
And I think one of the things that American clients look for us having the studio in Mexico is that they feel related in some way with the culture. No, as Christina was saying, all this craftsmanship feels and gives another feeling. It's like the Brazilian architecture. I mean, it's like the Portuguese architecture. I think it's very similar. No, I mean, you bring into the design what people can do, so you can really feel the spaces that are not only designed in a perfect way, but they're perfect because of the combination of the materials. No? And even every space becomes unique.